Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting extremely specific. We are taking a microscopic look at one single piece of imaging equipment, the AIDA Imaging CS-0550V HD Varifocal lens.
Yeah, our mission here is really straightforward. We're going to quickly unpack the tech specs, its intended use, but honestly, we're mostly focused on the financial side. Specifically, an embedded tariff you really need to know about.
Absolutely. And you mentioned the cost, but I think the most surprising fact we found is about its weight. You will barely believe the number. Okay, let's get into it.
So at its core, this is a pretty standard CS mount lens. It's got a nice wide varifocal range stretching from 5 millimeters all the way up to 50 millimeter.
And it has a fast f1.4 aperture.
Which gives it, good low light capabilities.
But the sources are very clear on this. This isn't some universal lens you can just throw on anything.
Yeah.
It's optimized and tuned specifically for full HD cameras that
run on 13-inch progressive CMOS sensors.
Exactly.
It has a very specific job, and it's built for that job.
Right. And for control, it's got a manual iris.
Correct. And if we look at the field of view, which is, crucial for a varifocal, on that 13-inch sensor, you get a wide 45 degrees at the 5 millimeter end.
And that tightens all the way down to a very focused 5.5 degrees when you're at 50 millimeter. Now, for the detail, it just jumps off the page. The weight. The dimensions are compact, sure, 44 millimeters by 77.2 millimeters, but the AIDA CS-0550V weighs just 6 grams.
6 grams, that's 0.013 pounds. If you're building out a drone rig or a body-worn camera or anything where payload is critical, that number is revolutionary. It's practically weightless.
And lens that light has to be ready for some pretty extreme situations.
Which brings us to the operational range. This unit can handle anything from 14 degrees Fahrenheit up to a searing 158 degrees Fahrenheit. That thermal tolerance tells you a lot about where it's meant to be deployed.
Okay, so let's shift to the financials for this rugged little lens. The price right now is $165. And it's listed as TAA compliant.
Which is important for, U.S. government procurement.
But that price point is where things get really critical.
It is, because that price already includes a mandatory cost adjustment that went into effect back on October 9th, 2025. AIDA added a non-negotiable 15% tariff to all of their products.
And the key thing is that the $165 price tag includes that increase. So if you're comparing vendors and find an old listing, you are going to get caught short at checkout.
You absolutely have to verify they've updated their pricing.
And we should probably also mention the active discount code we saw, 10% off.
Right.
So moving beyond the hardware itself, the supplier, in this case HDTV Supply, adds a lot of value through its logistics and support package.
Yeah, and this is the kind of long-term commitment that matters. You get free USA shipping, a free 30-day return policy, a 2-year warranty.
But the big ones, I think, are the free lifetime technical support and the fact that they guarantee products ship with the latest firmware.
That firmware point is huge, especially for enterprise users managing hundreds of these units. And for tracking purposes, the part number is CS-0550V.
And the UPC is 682-8633380095.
So if we connect all these dots, you have the extreme lightness, just 6 grams, and this robust temperature range up to 158 degrees Fahrenheit. And you combine that with the critical knowledge of that mandatory 15% tariff already baked into the cost. It really raises an important question. Considering the very serious operational demands this lens can meet, how does that guaranteed 15% price floor fundamentally alter your total cost analysis for large-scale, high-volume enterprise deployments?
That long-term cost implication is definitely something to chew on, thanks to this deep dive. Now, we challenge you to go explore what specific professional applications, maybe in infrastructure monitoring or industrial inspection, truly require a lens that can operate successfully at 158 degrees Fahrenheit. That's all for now.